Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Alongside Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we got another seat right here in the NBA No Better. Sounds, of course, last season the Cavs beat the Magic in the playoffs. It was their first series win without LeBron going back to 1993, which is just mind-boggling. They're set up well, it seems, for the first time in a long time. What do you think?
They have so much young all-star talent in Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. It's been hard to build without LeBron James in the mix in Cleveland, but you have to give this Cavs front office a lot of credit. They've done a great job for setting up for right now and the future. They made bold trades, especially to bring in Jarrett Allen and Donovan Mitchell. They're set up well for the future.
Whoa, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you. Oh, man, and that is why Mitchell has won a dunk contest before. He knows how to get a few style points.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Fires from deep. And it's Mitchell missing. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. Pass to Garland. Screen by Allen. Takes the three. Garland, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Lakers working the ball around now. And James gets it to go. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front.
And a lot of opportunities I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Max Strus has checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Lakers. Allen finds Strus. And stolen by James. All alone and finished off by LeBron.
And just a sensational two-way threat. Once Bron gets the steal, like he is immediately looking to attack.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatums, Jalen Browns, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, yeah, they're all fun to watch. Here's Hayes. Shoots over Strus. The Cavaliers pull it in. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it, winning both matchups last season.
And here's James outside. James with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 13. There's Garland. Got a hand on it.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And here's LeBron outside. It's good from long range. James has got 25 points in the game.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Free throw line jump shot. Garland with the bucket.
Stops, takes it. Garland has that shot ready to go at all times.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. A nice shot by LeBron.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Cavaliers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Goes up to the stripe. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on them. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players. Over in Europe, in any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
They've got Evan Mobley. Max Strus is out there with Wade. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Cleveland. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Pelicans. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And when you look at Los Angeles, They're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now, and any given year, anyone can win.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years.
Good, another from three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And it's a four-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
When LeBron decides it's his time, good luck slowing him down.
Here's Jerome. He's defended by Reeves. 1:27 left in the first half of basketball. And that one's good. Hunter.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Uncovered. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Jerome's got 6. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's LeBron. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Max Strus. Mitchell comes in for Sam Merrill. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. The Lakers also changing it up. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jackson Hayes. And Vincent subbed in for Luka Doncic. The shot's good. Garland's got his third bucket of the night.
That is absolutely a shot that Garland has in his back pocket just for moments like this.
Just 1 second between the shot clock. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he's matched Clay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
Mitchell passes to Allen. And here is Mobley. Garland surveying the D.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He's looking to make history here today. Who knows how many points he'll end up with when it's all said and done. Right back after this break.
It's not just about taking a shot. It's about taking the right shot. They've made a lot of good decisions out there.
Sometimes you just have a great night. Here in the studio, that's, I guess, every night, huh, Shaq?
I would agree, my brother.
Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
Yeah, these two are getting after it. They're working overtime.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the...
And again for three.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And Klay Thompson, viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 14 made threes has been passed here this evening.
And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
It's deflected.
And he takes a breather from his ongoing three-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage, Greg, on the road. Talk about a big-time performance. Wow.
This is a game that every player dreams of having from the arc. He's living it. It is almost unreal the way he is shooting threes.
The three. Good. Another from three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Mobley kicks to Hunter. They need this, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
LeBron can't get it to go. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And it's James missing. For Cleveland, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Hits the 3-point bomb.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Knocks down the three ball.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Mobley, left side. For three, Hunter. Another three for Cleveland.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
In the corner, it's James. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Here's Mitchell. No good that time. Nice D from Doncic. The Lakers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
For such a big dude, all he needs is just a little bit of daylight, and LeBron is going to be hanging on that rim.
And Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
Max Strus is checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Goodwin's checked in for Austin Reed. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Doncic.
This is what he does. Garland's just a natural-born scorer.
James hits it again. Wow.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. The offensive rebound. Bucket is good. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
Watching Allen go to work inside is a thing of beauty. He's so confident.
And again.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Good, that's another bucket.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Strus missing. Strus against and another one falls. Amazing.
And that puts him even for 3rd on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
I'm at a loss for words. Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see.
And to equal a mark set way back in 1961 by Wilt Chamberlain, that tells you all you need to know.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on a record-setting night.
And a three-point barrage, the likes of which we've never seen. This man is etching his name in the history books.
They've got Hunter. He's out there with Wade. Garland is out there with the curl. And it's Jerome in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Such a consistent shooter. Garland has worked so hard on his three-point shot.
Number 23, LeBron James.
Now, here's Garland. Defended by Vincent. Hunter, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
No good from LeBron.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's Wade. Vincent with the rebound. The Lakers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant. And another one.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And another one falls.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him clearly into 2nd place for most points in a game.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought would be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come.
James finds Vanderbilt. Back to LeBron. No good from outside. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Cleveland moving it around. High post shot. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Again, what an avalanche! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's Garland, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Garland's got 9 points now in just the 2nd half. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Concentration off the charts. A chance for LeBron James to add one more.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Dean Wade. Evan Mobley comes in for Okoro. And it's Mitchell in for Ty Jerome. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Connect, he's checked in for Goodwin. Over to the wing. Baseline try. Nice jump shot. Good. Garland's got 9 points in the quarter.
And right now, Garland has it stuck on automatic. This man, he's getting whatever shot he wants.
And here's LeBron outside. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
From deep LeBron, Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Garland.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
The 3 from LeBron. Yet another bucket.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Pass to James. From the arc. No good on that one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Mitchell passes to Allen. And Allen with the slam.
Unbelievable. The agility at his size, throwing it down, big fella.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was.
LeBron James.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Garland with the bucket.
Just slicing his way to the rack. This man is so crafty. I love it when Garland takes charge like this.
The three from LeBron. The Cavaliers pull it in. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. You keep taking care of business. How is your game traveling on the road?
You know, we just try to have a road warrior mentality. We understand when we go on the road, it's just us. The Laker faithful, they travel with us too sometimes, but we know it's just all about us and how we can play well on the road, and we've been doing that this year so far.
Yeah, you kept this crowd quiet down the stretch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.
Me pidió que me soltara.